It is my distinct honor to invite an individual whose insight into the character of our esteemed host extends far beyond the public domain. As one of those people who shares both the joys and triumphs of his journey through life, she is uniquely positioned to illuminate the manifold dimensions of the accomplished gentleman for more than 3 decades. He is, of course, the force behind ANANTH, and let's get to know the force behind him. His role is bolstered by her strong pillar. She's the one who lends an intimate perspective to his remarkable journey. May I request the extraordinary Dr. Shashikala Reddy, an accomplished woman herself, Principal and Dean of Osmania Medical College and Hospitals, to please come up here on stage and introduce to us the individual she proudly calls her partner in this remarkable voyage. Thank you very much, Doctor.
Thank you, Pallavi. It's such a pleasure to be with all of you today to celebrate our men in our lives on this very special evening. When they asked me to speak about my husband, Dr. Vijay Anand Reddy, one phrase came to my mind: the complete man. I always wondered, how do you define a complete man? I think by now I should know, because I've been living with one for the last 3 decades and counting. This complete man sets his rules and abides by them. He has strong convictions, but he embraces humility, kindness, and compassion. He's strong but vulnerable. He's tough, but he's emotionally fragile. He's not afraid to speak his mind. I remember once, before we got married, in the medical school, he was campaigning for anti-reservation. You know, he came into our class and he started announcing about some meeting. And I thought, what is this guy doing? He's just raking up things to attract attention. Then later I realized it really requires guts to lead this campaign, because many of the professors called him up and said, Vijay Anand, stop this. This is very dangerous, because the reservation candidates have all sorts of gangs and they might assault you. That was the kind of man he was. He never backed down when he believed in something. He was fiercely protective of his family. And I think that was the thing that attracted me to him at first. I thought, here is the man who can protect me and keep me safe. He also was a compassionate healer to his patients. I remember seeing many patients walk into his room with despair, but come out with a smile on their faces. I've seen many of them touch his feet with gratitude. One patient, while we were coming from Kurnool to Hyderabad, he took us into his house, into his puja room, and showed us Dr. Vijay Anand's picture along with God's. That was the kind of faith he generated in his patients. He was a pillar of strength to his family, his brothers, his sister-in-law, and to his nieces, nephews, he is the go-to uncle. To his friends, he is a strong and reliable friend, and to this day, his classmates call him Peddanna, and they never do any meetings or reunions without his presence. As a father, he has a very strong and abiding love for his sons. But at the same time, he is tough and demands discipline. He gives them every comfort before they could ask, without thinking about himself. He never ever thinks about himself. But he also lets them know that it's not easy. Things will not come to them on a platter. They have to work hard to achieve their goals. As a husband, he's my mentor, he's my friend. He helped me find myself, and I'm what I am today because of him. He is every step of the way with me. He's there whenever I need him. Even in my career, he holds my hand, helped me develop the institute. Even when there is a small glitch with the government, he's always there to help me and support me. He makes me feel special on my birthdays. And he knows every small thing I need. He knows I don't like to go out in the sun. He reminds me, take your umbrella. And this is the kind of small things, small caring things we do for each other. My dear ladies and gentlemen, these are the things which lead to a very strong and lasting bond. And my dear ladies, let us celebrate our complete men this day and every day forever for that complete happiness. Thank you.
A very good evening to all of you. I don't know what all my wife told about me. I never heard. These organizers push me back behind the screen and there's no mic behind it. But I'm 100% sure what she would have told about me. So sweet of her. Thank you so much, my dear.
No thanks between us.
So sweet. Now, although we have gathered here to celebrate International Men's Day. You know, last 20 years I've been doing only Women's Day, Children's Day and Women's Day. We did good amount of pampering to all these women, and of course they truly deserve. But once in a while, think about the men who are taking care of you. I always said, woman is a symbol of love, care, compassion, and selfless service. I do repeat that, but there is something that you should also think. Men also live, love, sacrifice their own things for the sake of the family. They control their emotions. They won't show their emotions, but they make sure that the family be happy. They may not cry openly their hidden thoughts. They might cry on their own, sitting in a room, but not in front of the family. That we should all appreciate. And I never said somebody is superior and somebody is inferior. There's nothing like superiority here. God has created two souls, man and woman, not just the man or not just the woman. If that is the case, somebody is superior, he would have created only woman or woman only man. It's only that equilibrium that we need to maintain. Both of them have got equal strengths in different areas. They do sacrifice certain things for the family, for the society, for the country and for the universe. So it's very, very important to have both together, working together, understanding each other. That's called a family. Family at home, family in the society, family at the country and family at the universe. And let me talk about my baby. Cure Foundation was born in 2003. 20 years. It's been a gratifying journey. I'm so happy that when I joined Apollo, people were actually surprised to know how can a charity be in Apollo 7-star hospital. But trust me, with the support of the management, we are able to take care of poor patients under Cure Foundation completely free of cost, especially the child cancer patients. And that is not possible unless I have the support from all of you. I love you all, thanking you all so much for helping me, and especially my Cure Foundation founder and supporters. Many of them, I don't want to name each one of them, many of them were here, several people are here, some of them have not come, but still, I immensely thank them and all the golfer community. Somebody was mentioned, last 16 years we been doing this charity event. All the golfers overwhelmingly supported this cause. Million thanks to all of you. Look at the crowd, they love it. 10 days before the deadline, we had to stop the registrations. Overwhelming support from the golfers too. Thank you all once again. I don't want to take much of your time. Thanks my dear wife, and thanks all my friends and colleagues for being here. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vijay Anand Reddy. Sir, I'm going to request you to please stay on for just a moment longer, ma'am, as I introduce one of your strongest supporters, L. Bajrang Prasad Jewelers from Banjara Hills. And this is a name that's synonymous with innovation, with intricacy, and of course, extravagance. This firm brings forward fine handcrafted jewels in diamond, polki, gold, and antiques in exquisite designs with scintillating gems, ornate details, and timeless enchantment. The duo of the dynamic brothers, Mr. Naveen Sanghi and Mr. Rajesh Sanghi at L. Bajrang Prasad Jewelers, is a stellar combination of hard work and business acumen. And we'd just like to thank the brothers with all our hearts, because they've constantly been here and contributed to ANANTH as well, and of course all the other events that we've been having. So, Doctor, would we like to have them on stage? We'd like to have Mr. Rajesh Sanghi and Mr. Naveen Sanghi of L. Bajrang Prasad Jewelers up here on stage so that we can say a very big thank you. Okay, in case you are not here, then that's perfectly fine, but we just want to be able to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. All right, Doctor, thank you so much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Vijay Anand Reddy and Dr. Shashikala Reddy, come on, let's hear it nice and loud for the people who give us such a phenomenal evening every single year and do such a phenomenal job. At this point in time, I'd also like to express our gratitude to Tamanna Makeup Studio and Academy as our makeup and hair partners for all the beautiful models